right, we live, man. Welcome, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Post Game Pull Up Week 5 recap. I know it's been a minute. I know I've been inconsistent. But listen, y'all, I got good reasoning. Good reasoning. Bruh, I'll be reffing these games, and I only have one day to rest throughout the week. Um, I didn't even watch. Did I watch? I watched last Sunday. I watched last Sunday when we lost to Atlanta, but I was hosting family dinner here. So while the game was on, I was, too busy cleaning up my backyard, my man cave, cooking, getting my house ready for my family to come over here to have family dinner. So really didn't get to watch football like that. Not until the Dallas game. That's when Dallas tied with Green Bay 40-40. That was the only time I really got to watch football. So y'all know if y'all don't see me on here, it's because I don't have any football to analyze for y'all. I was able to watch football this week live, far as my Commanders versus the Chargers, because we was here in LA, and I went to that game, took my son, had a great time. We tailgated for a little bit, but watched a couple games. Watched the games prior to. Was watching the Colts spank on the Raiders. I was going back and forth with the Broncos and the Eagles. I was actually watching the last drive of that game, drive or two of that game, while I was actually in the stadium when our game was going on. What else did I see? Saw some of the Sunday night game, but last night game was a good one. I had the Jacksonville Jaguars winning. They won. Didn't know it was Trevor Lawrence's birthday. He put on a good performance for his birthday. King Turner, what up? But yeah, man. So we here, week 5 recap, man. I got some topics we gonna talk about. Let me see where we're gonna start. All right, so we're gonna go straight into the recap. Before we do that, though, I would like to give a big speedy recovery to Compton Cowboy, Big Jeff, my father-in-law that's watching or have been watching, that be in the chat. Speedy recovery from his surgery yesterday. Get well, Pop. Week 5 recap, man. Let's get into it. Bunch of good football. A lot of upsets, though. A lot of upsets, man. Starting with Thursday. I watched this game. 49ers and the Rams. The 49ers had nobody to suit up for him that's a starter, except for Christian McCaffrey and Fred Warner. No Brandon Ayuk, of course. No George Kittle. No Juwan Jennings. No Ricky Pearsall. No Brock Purdy. Injury-riddled San Francisco 49ers. The injury bug been visiting San Francisco for the past few years, kicking his feet up. And it looked like he's there to stay because they also have no Nick Bosa for the rest of the season. So we thought this was going to be an easy dub for the Rams, and the Rams was home. But as you know, if you're from here, if you have a game at the SoFi, that's pretty much a home game for the visitors, just like it was Sunday when we played the Chargers. I say it was about 52-48 Commanders versus Charger fans. A little bit too much Charger blue and gold for my liking, but hey, there's a lot more burgundy and gold for my liking. Mac Jones, y'all know it's a big thing about a couple years ago when Mac Jones played in New England. Was it New England or was it Jacksonville? I think it was New England. And he was on, Dan Orlovsky was on Get Up talking to Rex Ryan, and he said that if Mac Jones played with the 49ers, he'd look like Brock Purdy. And you know, they was on him about that. You feel me? Rex Ryan was like, no way, no how. But now, going back looking at that, it's resurfacing. And it looks like Dan Orlovsky is pretty much uh, like a prophet. You know what I'm saying? Seeing that. Because he know you put any quarterback in this 49er system, they can thrive. Mickey Knox, what's going on? Mickey Knox, thank you for being a member for 1 year. Welcome back. Diamonds in the chat. Thank you, Mickey Knox. Man, 12 months. Ooh-wee. Thank you for rocking with your boy, man. But yeah, man, Mac Jones had his coming out party for the 49ers Thursday night. Throwing for 33 for 49, 342 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, was only sacked 1 time. Boy, that dude looked good Thursday night. I thought it was a good game of football. You know, even though the Rams had a couple mishaps with fumbles and everything like that, I felt like this was a real good divisional game on Thursday. One of the better Thursday games we've gotten in some time. Winning the overtime, 49ers got out of there with the victory, 26-23. Damn good performance. 49ers moved to 4-1 with all these injuries that they have. And we're going to talk about that later on in the show. I got a list of all the people that's injured right now because the NFL has an injury problem right now. And it's kind of putting a damper on the game because it's a lot of stars that's out. But despite all these injuries, the 49ers are 4-1 at the top of their division. The Rams fall to 3-2. And that was what's crazy is that the 49ers was there. All that red was there. When the 49ers come in town, that shit look like it looks when you go up north. He said the first member out here, that's right. When the 49ers come out here, it looks just like it looks in Santa Clara with all that red, right? So they was here Thursday. The Commanders flew in Thursday. So just think all this burgundy and gold and red and gold in a city that's supposed to be blue and gold or blue and yellow. Crazy, right? And, you know, 49ers took over that stadium. We took over that stadium in the same weekend. That's crazy, right? But, oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, too, it's Victory Tuesday, y'all. It's Victory Tuesday, and you know what we do every Victory Tuesday. We grab a shot, we grab a glass, because y'all know it's belt to ass. Take my shot of yak. Drink that drink. Almost forgot to do that, y'all. Sunday, we had football starting as early as 6 a.m. We had the Broncos and, not the Broncos, I'm sorry, the Browns and the Vikings playing in London. I got up early and I seen that the game, I looked at some on my phone and seen that the game was on. I really don't be paying attention to the games across the water unless it's like somebody that I got playing in fantasy or like a team I really want to see, or it's my team. So I don't make it a point to get up to catch the game right when it's kickoff. So when I got up, it was already like second quarter. I got up, you know what I'm saying, got myself together. My wife been on me about putting these Halloween decorations out. So I got up and did that before I got ready to, showered and got ready to go to the game because I had to go park at my mom's house. Had my mom take me to the game because she don't live too far away from the stadium. So I parked at her house, you know what I'm saying, had her drop me and my son off to the game because parking be stupid You know what I'm saying? Parking prices be stupid. And ever since that damn Kendrick Lamar concert, I'd be damned to pay for parking at SoFi. I'd rather park in my mom's house and drive 10 minutes to the stadium and get dropped off. But yeah, the Vikings and the Browns, when I finally got done with putting the decorations up, blowing everything up, you know what I'm saying, putting power to everything, it was a little bit more of a process than I thought. And I finally got to sit down and watch. It wasn't a bad game. It wasn't a bad game. Dylan Gabriel looked good. Quinshon Judkins looked good. Carson Wentz looked good. Carson Wentz, I don't know what the deal was with Jordan Addison and him not starting and him not playing until the fourth quarter. I didn't get into that. Like I said, y'all, really, the shit that I normally would be into and report to y'all, I haven't even been able to do that with this officiating shit. Like, they killing my schedule with it right now. I got about 20 games waiting for me right now that I haven't even accepted yet, just because I want to see what like other units try to assign me and stuff, and whoever paying more, that's who I'm gonna go with. But you know what I'm saying? I'm the Bears and the Commanders game next Monday. Dog, I ain't missed a Commander game in almost 20 years. Well, I'm lying. I missed most of it. What year was that? 2022? When Sam Howell made his first start against the Cowboys, the very last game of the year. I missed most of that game. I caught the fourth quarter of it, and that's because I was in Mesquite, Nevada at my son All-Star game. And once we got out of there and we was traveling back to Vegas, I was able to get service and watch it because I was all in the mountains. I was like 30 minutes away from Utah. So I ain't had good service there. That was about the only Commander game I missed in a very, very long time. I'm going to have to miss the game on Monday because I'm going to be officiating 3 games that night in this Monday night league. So, yeah, man, it's really crazy. My schedule is really crazy right now. That's why you ain't see me on no FMW stuff. I ain't pulled up to community. I ain't pulled up to the gaming shit. Nothing, because from Monday, no Tuesdays. Tuesdays I'll be here. Tuesdays I'm doing, my daddy stuff. Picking up kids and practicing all of that. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's all officiating. I had to tell them Sunday is going to be my rest day. You know what I'm saying? My first Sunday, I want to say the first week of the season, they had me on Sunday. Or that was the second week. That was week 2. They had me on Sunday, and yeah, it was an all-day thing. I'm like, I'm good on that. But shout out to the Vikings winning 21-17. Texans, with no Lamar Jackson, put belt to ass 44-10. I seen that coming, though. I picked the Texans to win. No Lamar Jackson, I knew it was going to be, you know what I'm saying, an easy W. The Giants losing to the fucking Saints. I didn't see that coming. You come off a high energetic win against the Chargers. You needed that. The Chargers was undefeated. You put that strike on their record. And then the next week you come down and you lay an egg against the Saints, the winless Saints. 14-26. I didn't see that coming. That was one game that I lost right there. I think I picked the Browns to beat the Vikings. That was another L I took right there. The Broncos versus the Eagles. I did pick the Broncos to win. Broncos winning 21-17. What is going on with the Eagles offense, man? Saquon not getting busy. A.J. Brown not getting the ball. Devontae Smith not getting the ball. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Let me look at the box score. You know what I'm saying? I seen the last drive of the Broncos, then I seen the last drive when the Eagles got the ball. I seen the Hail Mary throw, and A.J. Brown was up under. Devontae Adams pulled him down and stopped him from getting the ball. Bo Nix had a good game, 24 out of 39 for 242. a touchdown, pass, no picks, was sacked twice. Rush for 22 yards. J.K. Dobbins, 20 carries, 79 yards. Jalen Hurts, 23 out of 38 for 282 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley, 6 carries for 30 yards. Come on now. 6 carries? That's it for Saquon? Devontae Smith had a good game because he was upset prior. 8 catches for 114. A.J. Brown, 5 catches for 43 yards. Saquon, 3 catches for 58 in the tub. Dallas Goedert got in the end zone. I mean, A.J. Brown had 8 targets. I mean, that's solid. How much else do you want? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Pat Surtain was on A.J. Brown. That's probably was his assignment. And I'm sure he had a lot to do with that. But yeah, I knew this was going to be a good, hard-fought game. It was going to come down to the defense, and if it had to come down to the defense, I'm picking the Broncos defense over the Eagles defense because this is not the same Eagles defense from last year. Cowboys whooped on the Jets, 37-22. I knew that would happen. I picked the Colts to beat the Raiders because the Raiders is just ass, man. I'm sorry, but they just ass. They got a lot of needs over there, man. They're going to have to get rid of Max Crosby so they can get a boatload of picks, man, and just, recalibrate that thing. You know what I'm saying? Whole rebuild. You got your running back for the future. You got your tight end for the future. You got solid wide receivers. Your quarterback is playing ass right now because his front line is ass. And your rookie running back is not producing as much because that front line is ass. You need other players to go along with Max Crosby on that defensive line. You can't get no pressure because y'all let go of Christian Wilkins earlier in the offseason. Secondary is trash. So, yeah. It's a lot that needs to be done over there in Las Vegas. 40-6, Colts. I got Jonathan Taylor on my fantasy team, and I'm 5-0 too. And has a lot to do with Matt Gay, which is the Commanders kicker. My defenses, which is the Seahawks and the Lions defenses. And my number one player on my team is Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is giving me 2 to 3 touchdowns a week. Dolphins versus the Panthers. I did pick the Panthers to win this game, but the Panthers was losing all game, and I didn't know that they won the game until after I left SoFi Stadium. 24-27 Carolina. I picked the Seahawks to beat Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay won it by 3, 38-35. Tampa Bay is out without Mike Evans, McMillan, Bucky Irvin. They still got Emeka Egbuka, who's balling right now. I want to say Chris Godwin came back. I want to say I seen Chris Godwin, but Chris Godwin ain't Chris Godwin just yet. But let me see what Chris Godwin did, if he did anything in this game. Let me see. Three catches for 26 yards. Not quite a Chris Godwin game, but Emeka Egbuka, man, 7 catches for 163 in the tub. Rachaad White, 2 touchdowns. Shout out to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. Tampa Bay, 4-1, looking good. The Titans and the Cardinals. So, this game, we in the group chat. It's me, AD, Pun, Manny, T-Rail, Tiny, Drebo, Eli, 6, DJ Alert. And AD posted a picture. I posted a picture of me and my son behind the kicking net at SoFi. And AD posted a picture of him and Astro at the game. And I'm like, he took Astro to a game. I'm like, what game y'all at? I'm thinking maybe, he came to the Charger game too. So I was gonna see where he was at so I could see Astro. And he was like, I'm at the Cardinals game. I'm like, wow, that's random. You go see the Cardinals and the Titans, and you know, AD is a newfound football fan. Uh and he's a Rams fan. I guess Pun over there persuaded him to be a Rams fan. Or maybe the Rams just a home team, so AD decided to go with the Rams, right? Uh so he took his son to a game. I'm like, oh, that's tight. I'm like, okay, and if y'all know, AD's son has autism, so that's interesting for me to see because stadiums are really loud, noisy, and it's not a place for a kid with autism can be at for a long time. So it's kind of cool that he took him there, but AD was just talking about how trash, you know, not the stadium, but how the fans was. They wasn't loud, they wasn't cheering. So I'm like, oh, that's cool for Astro then. That's cool for him if they not too loud and all of that. They was winning up until I want to say the last quarter. AD said a blocked field goal, an interception, fumble, recovery for a touchdown, and some other shit. And I seen the mishaps and all of that, but I'm like, wow, how did y'all lose to the fucking Titans, man? Titans, but then I seen Imari ball before you hit the goal line, bro. Just gotta be idiotic. You seen it last week with Adrian Mitchell. Like, run that thing in there, drop that motherfucker by the goalpost if you got to. Like, this just stupid right here. What you so anxious to drop the ball for before you even hit the goal line, before you hit pay dirt? Wait till you get to your logo and then drop that shit. Cost him the game. Then I see later on the coach punched him in his stomach. Hey, I see the coach later on apologize for it. He only apologized because he got caught. But when you do idiotic shit like that, a lot of coaches be wanting to do that shit. He just got caught. Me, I probably would have did the same shit. Probably would have slapped him on the back of his head. You can see his teammates already trying to console him and tell him it's going to be all right. Fuck all that. You cost us the game, bro. You cost us a game over some idiotic, bro. Follow the fucking play all the way until you get to the end zone and you hear the whistle blown. Why are you dropping the ball before you hear the whistle blown? Anyway, you taught to play through the whistle, play through the fucking whistle. Like I said, Jonathan Gannon only apologized because he got caught punching him on the sideline. The Lions beat the Bengals 37-24. Patriots, Sunday Night Football. I didn't expect them to beat the Bills. They went in there, handled business while the Bills had their all-whites on with the white out there. That shit looked dope. Everybody was in sync. That shit looked real cool. But some guy by the name of Stefon Diggs came in there that used to play there. That was a fan favorite there. Came back and handled business. Patriots won 23-20. Giving the Buffalo Bills their first L, they fall into 4-1. Last night game, Chiefs and the Jaguars. I picked the Jaguars to win this game. Why? Because coming into this game, the Jaguars were number one in turnovers. Not the number one defense, but number one in getting turnovers. So I'm like, they get 2 turnovers in this game, which is possible, highly likely. They're going to win this game. And that, they did. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes throwing a pick on the 1-yard line for a 99-yard touchdown, interception for a touchdown. I'm like, that's what they needed right there. That's exactly what they needed. I didn't think that Jacksonville was gonna have such a problem running the ball with ETN and Brashawn Tootin. But Chiefs defense was being stingy. A lot of running came on account of Trevor Lawrence. The Chiefs look good fighting. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen the Chiefs play this year up until last night. And to me, they look good. It's just that one play, that pick six, that's all that they needed. That's all that they needed to get the rhythm going, to get the boost of morale of the team going. I see Travis Hunter caught a deep pass. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, yeah, they cooking now. They cooking. The Chiefs started off hot. And then the last drive, well, not even just the last drive. Throughout the game, it was just stupid penalties that the Chiefs was committing, especially on special teams. They'll get a good kick return. They got to come back because of a hold. That happened a couple times. The kicker, Bucker, kicked the ball out of bounds. That last drive that the Jacksonville Jaguars had. And then on that last drive, I knew that the Chiefs' magic was over with, because we all know, for years I've been pointing this out. If you've been following me, and if you've been a member of this channel or been watching this channel for any amount of time since I started, you know how I always talk about the Chiefs and the referees. When I seen that the Chiefs wasn't getting no calls and the calls was going against the Chiefs, I said, that Chiefs magic is over with. It's over with. They calling these dudes for pass interference. They calling these dudes for illegal contact. They calling everything against the Chiefs. And once I seen Trevor Lawrence throw that pass to Brian Thomas, and old boy back was turned holding him, and they threw that flag, I said, oh yeah, the Chiefs lost this game. This one is in the bag. Go ahead and get a ball to Travis Etienne, because I needed him for my prize picks. They didn't give him the ball. They had Tootin there in the goal line. And then you see Trevor Lawrence drop back, got his foot stepped on, got up, ran it in for the game-winning touchdown. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Shout out to Manlow. He said, ooh, Commanders won me $1,400 on Sunday. Man, give me $1, man. Give me $1. But, yeah, man, good win for Jacksonville, man. That's what they needed right there. Good boost for Jacksonville. Even though Trevor Lawrence is still not playing as well, he's playing solid enough. He's managing the game. He got to get over them turnovers, though, man. 5 picks in 5 games. But that defense, though, that defense is flying to the ball and they're getting turnovers, man. And last but not least, there we go right there. How about them Cowboys? Shout out to Compton Cowboys, man. Pop, I wish you get well. Speedy recovery. I wish you got well earlier in the show, if you watched from the beginning. But y'all wish Compton Cowboys a speedy recovery in the chat. But last but not least, man, my Commanders in the LA Chargers. I'm always about to say San Diego, man, because that's where they belong. San Diego. So like I said, I went to the game, tailgate. They tailgated something serious, man. They tailgating is something serious. I thought our tailgating was something serious, but out there, they had like, kind of like a, when back in the day when the wrestlers used to come out, WWE, WCW, they got the little, the little lights and shit thing, and then they got the names up there, WCW Nitro. They had that type of thing out there. Electric Avenue, Charger something. I'm just saying, you go in there, you walk through there, and it's like you walking through a stage. You know what I'm saying? You walking through. They got like a jumper like a jumper front. I'm like, man, this shit is serious. They really bring this shit out here and blow this shit up beginning of the game. I'm like, my gosh, this is serious. You got everybody barbecuing, and I'm like, yeah, this is different level. They are committed out here. Just like the Raider fans was when I was in DC. Overly committed to the tailgate, but when it come to that field, they lose on that field. But I ain't gonna cap. I thought it was gonna be a long game for us the beginning in the first quarter when they went up 10-0. And a stupid dumb penalty by Mike Sainristil still jumping off sides on a field goal attempt. You know, give them their first touchdown of the game. It should have been 3 points and we got out of there. But nah, that 5-yard penalty rewarded them a first down, and they went in there and scored, punched it in. Then went down there again, got a field goal. Then we couldn't get shit going on offense. They was driving on us again, about to go up 17-0 until Quan Martin forced it a fumble, picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And from there, it's just like the energy left that building and everything got to clicking for the Commanders. It was on from there. We go down there. We score. Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. My gosh, that boy's good. Pop, I told you. That's the reason why we got rid of Brian Robinson. If you watch that boy run, that boy got vision. And he runs as if he needs to score every time he runs the ball. He breaking out of tackles. You know what I'm saying? Wiggling out of tackles. That boy is good. Got us a touchdown. We go down there. We kick a field goal right in the halftime. 10-10 halftime, and then coming out of halftime, I don't know what happened to the Chargers, but I know we were charged up, and Jaden Daniels was charged up, looked like a totally different player in that second half. Him and Bill got to going. We hit Luke on a 50-yard pass. We converted on a long 3rd and 16 to Jeremy Lane. And from there, it was just up. It was just up 27 unanswered points for us to go ahead and beat the LA Chargers 27-10. Right after the tailgate, though, the seats I was sitting in, section 122, they have a Verizon lounge up under to where you can go and you can stand behind the field goal, the net. So you can see the players working out, you know what I'm saying, stretching, all of that stuff right in front of you. So, you know, Bill was warming up, and my son was like, Bill. And he was like, you know what I'm saying, what's up, little man? And I'm like, I just thought that was pretty cool, like, you know what I'm saying, that experience right there. And I got these tickets just based because I knew I was taking my son. And I was supposed to buy one of my homies' tickets, which was section like 2 something. But then my homie hit me up, was like, hey, my son Coach is selling his season. You know, he a season ticket holder. He's selling his tickets to the Commanders game, section 122, for the same price my boy was selling his for. So I'm like, ooh, you know what? I might have to get them. So I got them last minute. I told my boy, like, hey, man, I had to get these 122 tickets, you know what I'm saying, to the Verizon Lounge. You know what I'm saying? My son gonna love that, and he already know Noah gonna love that. So my son get to see the players, get to see Jaden Daniels, get to see Debo right there. Fucking Javon Kinlaw, y'all. Let me tell you how big, pause, this dude is. I be hearing them say that shit on TV and all the podcasts that I be watching. But this nigga really makes everybody on the field look small. Bro, his legs, pause again, is big as shit. And he was wearing, you know, the tights that they wear up under their pads. They padded, and he didn't have no, you know, his uniform on yet. He just wore the tights out there. And I'm looking like, God damn, this nigga is buff as fuck. And he's big. This nigga like 6'5", y'all. I said, God damn, I see why he looks so big out there on the field. But yeah, him, Debo don't look fat at all, y'all. And speaking of Debo, y'all was saying that Debo was washed, Debo was fat. Y'all owe Debo an apology because let me see if I can find this down here. Y'all owe Debo an apology, man, because Debo is balling. Hold on, let me move this. Let me move this over. No, I don't want no new tab. Y'all owe Debo an apology, y'all, and never miss a. Okay, no. We gonna go to this. Debo Samuel this season through 5 weeks has 30 receptions, 300 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns, 7 carries, 46 rushing yards and a touchdown, 6 kickoff attempts, 221 kickoff yards. Not bad for a washed up receiver that's fat. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to give it to him. Debo is motivated and he's balling, y'all. Debo is balling out. I got him on my fantasy team as well. Debo is doing his thing this season. You see what else I got. Oh, speaking of the Chargers, I don't even know what play it happened, but cause at this point of the game, it was just like too much going on in the crowd. We got this nigga who was a Cowboy fan that, feel me, that was talking shit, running around the stadium. This nigga would be next to me 1 minute, the next minute the rest of the Commanders fans is on him. He'll go down, come back up, he'll leave and pop up somewhere else. This nigga was getting on my nerves. It was a kid who was sitting 2 seats down from my son who was a Cowboy fan. He was talking shit. A young lady sitting in front of him was a Charger fan talking shit. She was talking so much shit like, girl, what was all this energy at in the first half when y'all was winning? Now you talking shit that we done came back. But anyway, she's talking shit, talking so much shit till her titty popped out and she didn't even know. It's like just a lot going on, man. Just a lot going on, and I'm just trying to stay focused, watch the game. I was so into the game I didn't even drink at the stadium, y'all. I didn't have a drink. I wanted to watch the game. I didn't want to get sleepy. I went up, got one of my homies to come down because he was sitting in like row 300 and something. He wanted him to come down and sit down with us, so we went up there and got him. But at the same time, while we walking and going up escalators and stuff, I'm looking at TVs trying to see the game and shit because I'm really locked into the game. And we come back down, get him, and once we got him, he started talking shit to everybody. He had this big ass Redskin towel. He was putting it in everybody's face and shit. It was a lot going on, but I didn't see when Omarion Hampton lead a game, but when I left the stadium, he was in the walking booth. So you got Omarion Hampton in your fantasy league, you better go ahead and you better go pick up the next available running back behind him because Omarion Hampton is going on IR. He's going to be done for the next 4 games. So, yeah, they still had a stable of running backs coming out there. And then, for some reason, they put in Trey Lance. I'm like, oh, yeah, this game is over with. They put in Trey Lance. It's a wrap. But yeah, overall fun experience. Finally got us a W in SoFi. Last time we was at SoFi, we lost to the Rams back when we had Carson Wentz. So good W for my Commanders. But let's get into some other news, man. We got Joe Flacco being traded to the Bengals. An interdivision trade as the Bengals look for a spark on offense with Flacco. They was better off going to go get Jameis. You ask me. If Joe Flacco got benched with Cleveland, why y'all go ahead and trade for him? Y'all better off keeping Browning. I don't think Flacco gonna be the help to them. You know what I'm saying? I know they got to do something since they got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, but I don't see it working with Flacco. They should have went and got Jameis, if anything. But yeah, we got more topics going on. It's a lot going on in that AFC North, I mean, because it's a lot of injuries over there. On the move, Mark Andrews. The Ravens are reportedly willing to part with All-Pro tight end Mark Andrews before the November 4th deadline. Andrews, who is set to become an unrestricted free agent in 2026, can be on the move, with the Ravens sitting at 1-4. It's unclear what the Ravens' asking price will be for the 30-year-old tight end. In 5 games this season, Andrew has caught 17 passes for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. I would like to go ahead and pick up Mark Andrews. Not knowing what the asking price is, and with us, we are limited on picks again, like we were last season. We only had 5 picks last season. That was due to the Marshawn Lattimore trade, and now we're going to be limited on picks next year due to the Laremy Tunsil trade. So, not knowing what the asking price is, if they're willing to get rid of him, I'm sure they'll take a middle round pick for Mark Andrews. At this point in his career, with him being 30, they got Isaiah Likely coming back off of IR. So if I'm Washington, I'll look into that, because we only got Ertz for 1 more year, and then Ertz is either gonna call it a quits, or we'll pick him up for another 1 year. But we need to be thinking going forward about the tight end position, and we need to get younger at that position. Breaking: Patriots running back, former Commander Antonio Gibson suffered a torn ACL and will undergo season-ending surgery. Oh, it looked like he hyperextended first, but that hit probably was what tore it. Look. Ugh. And he fumbled. That's what he's known for, too. He's known for fumbling. But, man, speedy recovery for my man Gibby, man. Here we go. Omarion Hampton out. Chargers running back Omarion Hampton is being placed on injury reserve with an ankle injury and is out for at least 4 games. Said number 2 in cap space this offseason just to put Trey Lance in. First Najee, now Hampton. When does the suffering end? And they lost both running backs. They lost both tackles. So injury bug is hitting LA pretty hard too. The Chargers. Oh, here we go with both of them right here. The Chargers started the season with Omarion Hampton, Najee Harris as their top 2 running backs, and will now have to rely on Hassan Haskins and Kamani Vidal moving forward. Damn. So, oh, y'all, look. If y'all can see, these are all my games right here that I got coming up. Y'all see all these games? Look at this. This shit is all the way till December 6th. December 6th, y'all. He said, Debo took my bike. Ray Robinson, what up, ho? How about them Patriots? Need to be Henderson job anyway. Oh yeah, man. It do need to be Travion Henderson job. But look, y'all, I'm about to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. And this is without me being assigned my JV and varsity games for the weeks coming up. These are mostly flag games right here. One varsity game, because varsity they give me my games the week of, but this flag league they plan for weeks ahead, months ahead. So yeah, that's my schedule, y'all. Shit is wild. Baltimore Ravens, man, on pace to allow the most points in NFL history. Once upon a time, all we knew Baltimore for was for their defense. Now it's one of the league's worst defenses. The Ravens are on pace to allow the most points in NFL history, 602. Through 5 games, the Ravens have allowed their opponents to score 177 points. Buffalo 41, Cleveland 17, Detroit 38, Kansas City 37, and Houston 44. Golly. The current record for the most points allowed is 534 points set by the Panthers last season. Whee! That's a lot of goddamn points. He said you ref any Fresno high school games. Hell no. Only LA. Only LA section. LA City section. First player ever to start a game on both offense and defense. Travis Hunter, y'all. Jaguars wide receiver cornerback Travis Hunter made Pro Football Focus history, becoming the first player in the NFL history to start on both sides of the ball during a regular season game. PFF started tracking data in 2005. I want to say, yeah, he made Pro Football Focus history, but this right here is not the first player to ever start both offense and defense. I remember Dion did it in '96. So this is cap right here. And back to that topic we was talking about earlier in Arizona. Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon scolded running back Emari Demercado for his fumble at the goal line and hit him in the chest on the sideline. The Cardinals would have taken a 28-6 lead over the Titans in the fourth quarter if Demercado scored instead of the turnover sparked a Tennessee comeback. Just made a mistake. There's really no excuse. Just let the ball go through. Demercado said post game. But here we go again. Look like his offensive line is talking to him. Then the coach come. Bow, nigga. The fuck you doing? Come on, I know Pop Warner coaches that'll do that to you. Think a head coach in the league? Like, nigga, my job is on the line. You got us losing to the fucking Titans who ain't beat nobody. For my Eagle fans that be in the chat, I ain't seen too many Eagle fans except for TJ up in here today. CJ Gardner-Johnson is signed to the Ravens practice squad. Going back to the Ravens. Gardner Johnson, 27, has recorded 15 total tackles, 11 solo, and 1 QB hit in 3 starts this season. As y'all know, he was cut by the Texans a couple weeks ago. Still trying to stay in that AFC. Let me see what else we got. Oh, my man, Chase Young. My gosh, Chase Young, man. What a bust, right? Chase Young has missed 31% of his career due to injuries and still out of practice heading into week 4. He broke out as a rookie in 2020 with 7.5 sacks, still his career high, but injuries have stalled him ever since. The upside is finally stay healthy. Last year playing all 17 games and landed a 3-year extension with the Saints. The downside is he hasn't been able to carry the momentum into 2025. Saints head coach Kellen Moore that is, said after Wednesday practice that Young is close and doing everything he can, but his debut may have to wait another week. Yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping. I ain't heard his name none this season. But, you know, remember we was here on this channel. For y'all who remember, I was live and I broke the news of us trading Chase Young. Broke the news, and then y'all told me while I was live, we traded Montez Sweat too. And y'all got a real raw reaction out of me once y'all told me that, because I'm like, why did we get rid of him? We could have kept him. Chase could have went, but we could have kept him. But we got rid of both of them. And thank God we did, because if we didn't, we wouldn't have JD5. You know what I'm saying? We pretty much tanked. Got that 2nd overall pick. Got our picks for them. And 2nd and 3rd round picks. And yeah, now look at us. Shout out to the OSU wide receivers. Emeka Egbuka, 7 receptions, 163 yards, and a touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 8 catches, 132 yards, and a touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., 4 catches for 98 yards. Garrett Wilson, 6 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown. And Chris Olave, 7 catches for 59 yards. Man, them OSU wide receivers is balling. Our OSU wide receiver need to get his ass on the field ASAP. We missing Terry McLaurin. We doing all of this without Terry McLaurin. He got that quad injury. I'm not sure how serious it is, but a second opinion on it doesn't sound good if you ask me. I'm just saying. I got anything else up in here? I think that's about it. Know what I'm saying? If y'all in here, smash that like button. I appreciate y'all being up in here. He said, yes, sir. Ohio Ties. There you go. There go my boy, Ohio Ties. There you go, my boy. What's going on? But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. What time is it? What time? It's 12:50. Gotta go get these kids in a few. So appreciate y'all. I'm gonna try to get on here. Let me see. Thursday. I do got 3 games on Thursday. I might get a chance to watch some football on Thursday. If I get a chance to watch football on Thursday, I will be on here Thursday night right after the game. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. I'm going to give y'all a real post-game pull-up for the Thursday night game, because that's the NFC East showdown. Giants and the Eagles. We got week 6 kicking off. I'm going to try my best to try to officiate and listen to that Commanders and Bears game. I hate having to miss a game. But money is calling, man, and I got shit to pay for. So appreciate y'all. That's going to be it for me. Smash that.